Up to this point, I haven't seen anything so far on film that just sticks out to me. I mean, 9 weeks into the season, you see a lot of football. So right now, we haven't seen anything that sticks out. I know they're gonna bring their A game to the table, and we have to bring ours.
You guys did looks like a pretty damn good job of keeping your focus last week, despite a distraction, despite the fact you were playing a prohibitive underdog, in Maryland. Why is this team? What's special about this team that's enabled it to do that?
I think our team has just done a really good job of showing resiliency, no matter what happens. Being here for 3 years, we've had our fair share of adversity. So just being able to respond and respond positively to anything that we face, I think that's just been big. We've always stressed that we have to be able to respond to adversity.
Next door, Austin.
Jeff, I assume that Chase has been practicing well. We know that he's not hurt. What has he been like to be around while he's dealt with this situation?
I think he's done a great job of being a really great leader to the defense, and especially those younger defensive ends like Tyreek, Zach, and Javante. So I think for him to be available, they've been using him as a great resource, and they showed. I mean, those young guys stepped up on last Saturday.
How much does that help you? I mean, you're obviously working in the secondary, but so much of I've heard from Coach Hafley that the pass rush helps the secondary. When you have Zach and Tyreek jumping in there and getting their first starts, do you notice that? I mean, are you seeing that they're having that same kind of impact?
Definitely. I think it goes hand in hand. Just having a great D-line always helps the secondary. And I think for them, more importantly, it just showed them what they're able to do. They don't have to rely on Chase to be able to make plays. Like, they went out there and showed that they can make plays on their own. And I think that's just really commendable.
Front row left, Nathan.
Okay, you just asked about the D-line, and you've got 3 senior defensive tackles kind of right in the middle of that. What sort of impact do they have throughout the whole defense in terms of, I guess, leadership or that sort of thing?
I think having that experience in the middle is really big. Davon is having a great year. BB's always been a really good player. So I think having those guys in there, being able to plug up the gaps, makes it easier for the linebackers. Just scrape and make plays.
When you have guys that have that kind of experience and that kind of football IQ, are the things that they see or that happen during a game, does that ever get filtered all the way back to you in the secondary? Is there a connection there?
I don't know how much it applies to us, but I think when you can get interior pressure, it's really hard for quarterbacks to make accurate throws. So I think it actually does everything just tying together. It's having interior pressure, having an edge rush presence. So I know a lot of teams are in a position to have both those at their disposal. So for us to have that interior pressure and the edge rush, I think that's big.
Far left, Lori.
Jeffrey, what's practice like at this time of year? And I imagine that you have more film and more specifics to look at when it comes to your opponent, but at the same time, Kevin Wilson just talked about how this is the time of year that you can let fundamentals get away from you. You don't practice those, and yet practice time is scaled back to keep you well rested. So what's practice like this time of year as, say, September and October?
I think Coach Hafley has done a really good job of just making sure every time we step on the field, to just making sure we're really lock into the techniques of our position. So like you said, it doesn't slip away. And so every time we step on the field and do our individual drills, we're kind of doing the same thing over and over again, just to kind of drill that into our head, that we have to be really specific in how we maintain our technique.
We've heard a lot of members of the offense talk about how they're not playing up to their potential yet. We just haven't seen their ceiling. Is the same thing true of the defense? And if so, what are you capable of?
I think actually I don't know that we're necessarily in a position to say that we have been playing to our potential. I think that we've done a really good job playing defense this year. I think that obviously there's always things that we can improve on, but to this point, I think that we really kind of displayed the growth from last year.
And we'll go back to the front row here. Bill.
Jeff, you cover Garrett Wilson in practice, I'm sure, on a regular basis. What stands out about him, and how much better can he be?
I think what stands out about Garrett is his ball skills. I mean, since I've been here, I haven't seen anyone that kind of possesses those ball skills and how naturally he's able to locate the ball, high point the ball. So I think that just if you look at it, with another offseason with Coach Mick and then Coach Hartline, as he starts to, I guess, mature as a player, he can just only get so much better. And even right now, I mean, Coach Hafley and me are always talking like this guy's going to be special.
Kevin Wilson talked about the work ethic, and when a guy comes in as talented as he is, just like you were as a five-star guy, it takes a while to realize, I've really got to work hard. Where's Garrett on that spectrum?
I think Garrett works hard. A lot of the things that he does right now comes natural to him. So I think as the guys, kind of the older guys, branch off and leave Ohio State, he's gonna kind of realize that he has to, with the talent that he has, he's gonna be more in a leadership role. The guys are gonna look up to him, and then when he starts realizing that, you're gonna see him just keep maturing, and he's gonna keep becoming better of a player.
Right next door, Joey.
Jeff, your coverage has been good enough lately where teams are only throwing at you a couple times a game, if that. What is it like as a player where you're spending most of your time when they're not throwing you the ball?
I mean, selfishly, it's kind of frustrating because you want to be able to kind of be more involved in the game, but then I guess when you think about the grand scheme of things and what it does to offensive coordinators and how it limits their play calling, you kind of just have to, I guess, buy into that. And for me, it's kind of about just playing good technique every single snap and lock into my assignment and being detailed. Don't make sure that I do my job and don't try to do someone else's job.
When you watch film, how do you kind of evaluate yourself and know you're doing a good job if they're not throwing the ball your way?
Like I said, I think my biggest thing is just technique. If I'm playing good technique, then I feel like they won't throw the ball away regardless. So I kind of just have to be really critical of my technique and make sure that my technique is on point.
Third row, Dan.
Jeff, just what is it that you think Devon Hamilton specifically has brought to this defense, being a fifth-year guy and the way he stepped up in that defensive tackle spot this year?
I think what stood out to me is I think his leadership. My first couple years here, I didn't really hear him talk, but now I always hear him being more of a vocal guy, which lets me know he's more confident in the way he's been playing. So I think that having Devon more confident, more vocal, it's been really big on those on that D line, especially with Chase going down.
Yeah, I mean, how big is that you know that, okay, if Chase goes down and Jonathan Cooper can't play, but we still have a guy like Devon who can step up and be that leader for us up front?
That's big because it just it kind of helps tie everything into place. The D line has someone who's vocal, backers have someone who's vocal, and secondary we have guys that talk. So when you have guys that can step up for every single unit and be vocal, I mean, it just makes it easier for guys to follow.
Jeff, I like that sweatshirt. What does that message mean to you?
It's kind of what LeBron's uninterrupted, more than an athlete. So I guess just not being one-dimensional, being more versatile, trying to get out there and have more of an impact on this world, and just being considered a football player.
Patrick, 247. Good. Anybody else? All right. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, you guys take care.